I'm way too deep here.
That's right.
25 foot. Rain starting in those clouds.
Do what?
There's some rain coming out of those clouds there.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit.
Those carp?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
That looks better.
Is that a snag or you got a carp?
I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate.
We just went through a
Could
bunch.
be a big tree branch.
Just went through a bunch of carp.
Or actually, you might
Keep
want
it.
to get the net. Whoa.
Tree branch. My word, Jeff.
Dang, Jeff.
I don't catch many.
You catch the ones that count.
Yeah. Throw him back?
No. I'll throw this other one back.
Don't throw him back. 19. A little over.
Can you show them to the camera?
Pardon?
Can you show them to the camera?
I did. Hey, I didn't show my face.
Rachel told me.
That's what Rachel told me about you.
I know, right? I keep telling her not to tell people that. She thinks it's a compliment.
Somebody pooped in the water.
Is this Minneconjou Point? Might be.
I think it is, yeah.
That far, no, it is. That far down. one boulder on that point. A bunch over there. Well, if we're gonna go, we just as well head in and pack out.
There's no rain in that. There's blue sky beyond. But I'm just along for the ride.
Where do you want to go?
Don't we usually do really well across from the pump house in those bluffs?
Well, there's been plenty of boats over there today. They're not there anymore. So.
They're just not as good as us.
I wonder about those right there. Is that what you're talking?
Yeah.
There's one boat over there.
Just got one.
He's got another 19
Oh, I
inch
got
over here.
This is a little bigger.
Got a bumblebee coming to help. He's coming back.
Not really. We definitely found the 14s, didn't we?
Yeah. Found a bunch of those.
Can I have those needle nose marks?
We could go back down where we started and do this again, I guess. I don't know.
It's up to you guys, I don't care. I'm good either way.
It's not like, I don't know, keep more.
Should we go or should we stay?
Oh, that chunk slid off, didn't it?
Yeah, that's a big hit. Slide there.
Big pile right there. What do you want to do, Mark? You want to fish some more? You want to get on the road?
I think we're good.
Yeah, you got a perch.
I think if you get a fish on that one, it's going to do a little bit more than bounce.
He got really active all of a sudden. Something chasing
Ooh, something scaring him.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a perch on that?
Yeah. Put him back out for bait.
Oh.
About 4 inches.
Well, if you had a big one, swallow it, I guess.
You have pretty good luck if you just want to start over, go back up to the top and run it one more time and then go. Only take an hour or so.
Let me get around this point and see what those clouds look like. I don't know.
Pick something up off that. Oh. Everybody else might have had the same idea.
Coming back.
Reel 'em
there.
up.
Huh?
Reel 'em up.
Oh shoot, I forget to warn you. Come back here.
It's warm enough.
How far up do you want to go?
As far as you want. Other boats up there. Citizens of Chaz love strong border security and guns. Claim they hate border walls and gun rights, but they love them in their own communist city.
Yeah. Amazing how that works.
Yeah. Rules change. You got your own country.
Rules for thee, but not for me. They'll take everybody's guns from them. No problem. I keep saying that I'll stand up when they come to get them. But
Yeah.
Gotta tell yourself, look at Germany. This is what route they took after they gave up their firearms. You've seen those images of naked women lined up, marching them to ditch, a ditch, and shooting them.
No.
Pregnant women,
There you got a bite on that.
women holding their children.
I watched
Marching into a ditch. Where?
the Nazis.
Nazis,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Poland, mainly.
I watched Band of Brothers recently, and man, that's an interesting movie.
I'd like to go through that Holocaust.
Better do it before they get rid of it.
Ooh, nice.
A little better one. Oh, net for this one.
I got my scissors. Take care of it.
I'm getting loaded. Oh, I hope this is a wall.
Yeah, right?
Ooh, huge walleye. Start reeling.
About time, Mark.
No kidding.
That might compete with Jeff's.
Oh, no.
I don't know, that's too big to
It's
throw
bigger.
back.
That's bigger than mine.
I don't know about that. I think you're being generous. Get your picture taken. Ow!
Oh, 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 oh.
The hook got me. Cut that line, will you? Get some flops again. You got it?
He flopped, and the loose hook got me.
It got in.
Oh
in?
yeah, it's barbed.
Oh, shit.
You got a
You want
first
me-
aid kit in here?
Want me to take it out? Here. I'm just looking for you.
Get a picture.
There you go.
That's the killer fish.
Yeah,
show
get
'em
the
your
thing
thumb.
away from me.
Right at 19.
Good enough. We need to get...
Live well.
Yeah. We need to get Mark.
You got a first aid kit, a Band-Aid? It's going to
My
bleed
bad.
like crazy. Probably ought to get that ready, hadn't
Have
you?
you ever been stuck?
No. I think I got Band-Aids in there. Why don't we get that first before you yank it out? Because this is going to bleed like crazy, right?
Yeah.
You don't think?
No.
Have you done the barb thing?
I haven't, no.
I've seen it done, but I can't remember how to do it.
Well, it helps to have line hooked onto it.
Right.
Son of a gun.
But
Here,
Wouldn't
just
it be
give me your
better?
hand and
Wouldn't it
look
be
away.
better to have the needle nose?
No.
no, because those can lock.
These things will lock on to.
Do you need a shot of rye?
Mm-hmm. Count to 3. 1.
That wasn't so bad. Thank you. Band-Aids.
On 3. 1.
Watch this alone show where they drop these people off and they
Yep.
got to survive. This one gal, man, she was just doing great, and she got a hook in her hand, the back of her hand, and she would not pull it out. She went for like 2 days with it in her hand, and then finally called and said, "I'm done."
Wow.
So just grab that thing and pull it out.
Yeah. Are we deep?
Yeah, 25 foot. Did I do a good job,
Yeah, you did.
Mark?
Thank you.
Didn't hurt you too bad?
Nope.
Yeah, people try and thread it through, come out the other side and stuff. No,
Oh yeah.
I don't want to do that. I don't know if we should run back up there. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, it was a 19.
Yeah. I don't know how old those Band-Aids are. I don't know if they'll work.
Oh yeah, it's holding fine. Lesson learned there, man. Don't leave that exposed hook floating around. There's your knife.
Coming in, going up, staying out. What are we doing?
I don't know what you want to do. Should we
I
go?
thought we were going to go back up or not.
We can. Yeah, I'll try.
Watch this hook close.
Pardon?
I'm gonna watch this hook close. I don't want to get struck twice by the same hook.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh wait, no, that's the one that was in the fish. The one that was in me is over here on the bench.
Yeah, you got to frame that, don't you?
Man, count to 3. 1. Wow! It's out! There you go, Doug. I have to remember that. In case I need to do that to my grandson someday. dark lures on dark days, bright lures on bright days. I'll try a dark.
You see. There you go.
Night crawler saying you got stuck in one extremity and you just stuck that hook right through my body.
Payback.
And you screamed like a little girl and I just took it without making a sound. Hogs in there. It definitely hurt more going in than it did coming out.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Especially with a 19-inch walleye flopping on the other end.
Yeah. Especially with a fat 19-inch walleye.
Imagine if that happened to you when you're alone. What would you do?
Yeah.
You got one hand incapacitated, and the other hand you got to try to keep the fish from flopping. And then what do you do?
Step on it.
Stick your face down there and bite the line.
Yeah.
Then you get a hook in your eyeball.
That would kind of suck.
I hooked your brother, I think.
Alright.
And then you got all light on you. And catfish. Oh, good deal.
Got away from him?
Yeah.
That looked like a nice one though.
He was a beauty.
Beauty.
Right back down to the bottom. I don't know if that was him or
Too bad catfish don't taste good out of this lake.
Yeah.
Keep them.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten one out of here?
No.
Your dad wouldn't let you?
I don't know who wouldn't let me, but
Catfish aren't bad. We eat them at home. They're good at home. Man,
Yeah, they're nice white meat. Here
I ate
they're.
one out here is yellowish.
I mean, you
Yeah.
could squeeze the oil out of them here.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah. It must be the shad. They must feed on shad. We, father-in-law and I, one year, right when the ice was going out on the ponds and lakes in the area, the shad most years will die because the ice recedes from the shoreline. You can just take a dip net and go on and just scoop them up. We can keep for catfish bait. Well, he had the idea. Let's grind. Since we got so many of them one year. He says, let's grind some of these up and make chum out of them. Freeze it and put it in an onion sack behind the boat, you know, and drift it. So it was, you know, early March. It's cold, right? I said, well, let's, you know, I assumed we'd do it in the garage, you know. No, let's go down in the basement. We can do it in the basement. You know, we got them old grinders that you turn with your hand. You attach it to a bench. Yeah, that's what we're using. And we're down in the basement in a really small, confined space. And boy, the smell is almost overpowering because, you know, that there's an oil sack in there. We flayed off the flays, used that for the bait, and then we're grinding the rest of the carcass that had the oil sack in it. And I stuck one in there and started grinding it, and that oil sack burst and it squirted me right in the face.
Oh.
I was done, man. I just about hurled right there. I couldn't take it. We gotta stop. Made good bait though.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, it works great. I scooped up a bunch of them here 3 or 4 years ago. I got a bunch of them in the freezer yet.
That's what they call stink bait, right?
No. BJ is stink bait. You ever use that? Probably not, since you don't.
Oh, it's cooling off, isn't it?
Doug has.
Well, my
I think
friend
they-
of ours in Nebraska used to fish on the river, and they made their own stink bait. Used bread, white bread, as a
Binder?
binder. Thank you. Oh my God, nasty ass stinky shit. They caught some catfish though.
I'm gonna turn around here. Like 20 feet deep right here.
Did you ever go down to Slips Bluff with Grandpa? Use that BJ bait?
Yeah. Him and Earl Newsbaum.
Yep. Didn't they make BJ somewhere in southern Iowa or northern Missouri?
Don't know.
I don't know if you can still buy that or not. Kind of cooling off. I might put my jacket back on.
Come on.
She's a fighter.
You met?
No. She's just a fighter. She's a baby fighter.
You got it flung off.
Watch that second hook.
What's the biggest walleye you've caught, Doug?
8 pounds.
Wow, that's a hog.
Yeah, I was young when I caught that.
Where was that at?
That was a whiplock.
Why didn't you ask me?
Hmm?
Why didn't you ask me?
I was getting to that because you were my second. I figured your story would be better. What's Whitlock?
Between here and Mobridge. It's where the salmon hatchery is.
On the river?
Yeah, on the Wahi.
Have you been back to Mode Bridge since we were up there?
No. I don't care to go back.
No? Too many people weren't there. It was crazy.
Bumper to bumper boats.
Literally. I mean, boats were bumping into each other up there. It was ridiculous.
We had one guy that's trolling less than a boat length off the back of us, you know, I mean, right on top of our lines.
We were fishing with Tommy Gunderson, Rachel's brother Joel and I, and Tommy Gunderson and cousin Chad at Sakakawea. You know where Sakakawea is?
That's
Yeah,
North Dakota, isn't it?
And we were trolling the shore, and this guy came by, and he'd come directly at us, and then he'd go around us, and he couldn't have been 20 feet away from us. Go around, come back. About 20 minutes later, he comes the other direction, does it again. Tommy Gunner says, do that again, gonna have an anchor. Guy kind of scoffs a little bit. Comes by again, Tommy picks up his anchor. You got a bite. Tommy picks up his anchor, throws it through the guy's windshield. Needless to say, the guy never came back. Funniest damn thing I ever saw in my life. I was like, what the hell? Tommy said, hey, I told you. Do it again, get an anchor.
Bring 12?
What?
Did you bring 12?
I brought 24 Bud Light. I brought.
That must be all that's in here then.
Do you have a spare bag of those chips?
Well, yeah.
Turn around.
No, it's gone already. Everything. Thank you.
Well, $5. Should restock this morning. I kind of messed up today. I guess I was thinking we're only going to be out here for half an hour before we had our 8 fish.
You remember that one morning when we woke up up there at cow pasture campground on top, looked out, saw that black wall coming towards us. So we hurried to get everything packed up and we were heading out.
I didn't get up and see it. You got up and saw it. You woke me up, knocked on the door, so we got to get out of here. We were gone in 15 minutes, probably. Hooked the
I mean,
cameras up.
that sucker was, I mean, it was like they opened the spigot.
Really?
Poured and wind tore my cover all up on the
Oh yeah, the
boat.
wind was horrible. I had to pull the camper. It was a northeast wind, about 40 miles an hour. Pulling the camper into that.
Oh. Might I bother you for another one of your spinners?
Yep.
I lost both of mine.
So did you bring any drinks, John?
Pardon?
Did you bring any drinks?
I did. You want one?
Yes, please.
Water.
I have orange juice and I have pomegranate blueberry.
Thank you.
Yep.
You want to share this?
No, I think I got a soda in here. I've seen a lot of those fiberglass lungs nowadays.
Where?
Boy, that's good.
Fiberglass lung.
Is that something new?
Yeah.
I thought so.
You prefer fiberglass over aluminum?
Yeah.
What's the advantage?
You start getting pounded in the dock, you don't end up with a bunch of dents.
They also tend to be heavier, so they handle water better, rough water better.
These are repaired. Aluminum can't really work in much. Dragonflies. See them? Right there in that gap. Swamp.
Almost looks like there's a pond up there, doesn't it?
Smack both poles. That's all I had.
I fished with an old boy down in Burlington, Iowa when I lived down there on the Mississippi. He was 80 plus when I fished with him in the 90s, or late 80s actually. He, every time he'd catch a sheephead, he always, oh, it's just a damn perch. We sure caught a lot of fish when I lived down there.
Is that when you worked for Honeywell?
No, Honeywell was the first job. That was the second job at General Electric. Probably a good thing I left both of those jobs, 'cause both those businesses closed, been sold.
Yeah.
It would have stunk to stay there for 20 years, get a bunch of years in, and then close it down, sell it. There we go. He sure hammered it though. I don't know about South Dakota, but school teachers in Iowa make really good money.
In Iowa they do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not in South Dakota. I think they're the bottom or the second, the bottom part.
Oh really? Yeah. Depending on what school district you're in, if you're in a large school district, you probably make right at 50 starting out. In 5 years you're making 65, and you get your masters, you're making 70 to 80. So not bad.
Not in South Dakota.
No?
Get out of there.
They retire with IPER's pension, they're set.
Turn it around here. I don't know why dumbasses like that do that.
Come in that close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
After this pass, I think we should call it good.
Do what?
Said after this pass, I think we should call it good.
Okay.
It's gonna be 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's about right.
Hang on.
That's good stuff. I think I might have to buy some of that.
What is it? Sparkling ice.
They've got black raspberries. Oh, grape raspberries actually. That one and the pomegranate blueberry is my favorite. Exceptionally good.
Has a faint hint of green olives.
Huh? Ew.
Well, that's funny how it's all clouded up. Looks like it was
Yeah.
stay that way, and now it's clearing off.
Oh, got it. Never mind.
The thing about a 50% chance of rain is there's equal odds it won't rain.
Yeah. Yes, I did get it, didn't I?
Got him.
When it says 50% chance, yeah, well, above your head, you know. But it's gonna, when they say 50% chance of rain, it's gonna rain somewhere. Somewhere close by.
See, it's a little toasty.
Oh yeah, they're. Oh,
Right there, right there, right there.
this might be a nap. They're piled up over there on that bluff now.
Yeah.
This might be a nap. I actually wasn't kidding. I don't care what you say, Doug. I ain't throwing it back.
Probably a drum.
I hope not. No, it is not. There you go.
Man, I just can't catch one of those today.
Nice. Work.
My fingers. That's the hooks.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mother puss bucket.
You about got it, didn't you?
Doug's fish. Let's see where we're at. 19.
Show it to the camera.
I did.
What you need?
I'm thinking maybe we should take Doug's pole, reel it in, hook that guy on, throw it out so we can catch a big fish today. Was that a little mean?
Yeah.
You hurt my feelings. They're all right there in that one spot, sounds like.
Going around?
I don't know, we could, I guess.
Do it while he's out of the water.
Yeah. Go back through while I'm out of the water.
No, I don't think like a deviant most of the time. I was thinking make the turn while you're out of the water.
Oh. But what I said makes more sense, doesn't it?
If I wanted to be hard, yeah. Turn right.
have to sort of enjoy it because typically I'm the guy that doesn't catch anything.
You and your dad usually do pretty well together when we're out here. You telling us it's always him?
No, it's never big stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we can catch the 16s and 17s, but we don't ever catch anything bigger than that. Well, Friday, Doug caught all the 19s and over. I caught one 117 and 119, and everything else was Doug's.
I got it out of my system that day.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Not that good.
You're swinging, right?
In fact, I would have to say, in all the years that we've been fishing, I have never caught anything, probably anything over 19. Actually, nothing over 18. Usually Doug catches the big stuff. I always catch the little stuff.
Until yesterday. Got that 23.
23 and then 21.
You still haven't asked me what my biggest walleye is.
Oh, I got sidetracked. Yeah. What's your biggest walleye?
I don't remember, truthfully.
Then you haven't caught a big one.
No.
My biggest one was 6.5 pounds, 2006, 7
Yeah.
at Keyhole over in
Where's that?
Wyoming.
Where?
Wyoming, just
Oh.
over the South Dakota-Wyoming border.
Okay.
Throwing plugs. 6 people in the boat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Got him?
Cut the line.
It's a perch.
No. Just a little.
Duck time carp. Yeah. Got a northern.
Settle down there. Nice.
It's swimming
Yep.
sideways, either northern or carp.
It could be a big old fat walleye. It's not fighting like a northern, is it? Are we on camera? We are on camera.
Once he sees the boat, yeah. Make another run. Yeah, it's a northern.
Huge. Ooh, whatever it is, it's big.
Striper.
You want to get the net? See? Yeah, it's a carp.
Oh,
Like a buffalo.
yeah, but they're fun.
Hone your fishing skills fishing for these guys.
Oh, God, he got away. Jeff, what'd you get?
Just a little one. Do you save these boxes anymore, Doug?
Yeah.
I have one in the back of my truck too.
Okay.
Mine need to.
Get ready.
After taking a break for a week or so, a person would want to get back up here.
Up where?
Back up here
Oh.
and fish again before it's over.
Before it closes?
Before it's over.
Oh.
Before the bite is
Before the
over.
bite's over?
Could you just drive up, fish with Joe? Or do you take it?
No. Well, if his wife's not fishing, she likes to fish as much as he does.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, unfortunately for you, I'm busy next weekend.
Damn.
Wait, you have like inside hole down. Inside hole.
purge.
Got a boat done.
Get stuck.
Terrible weather.
Terrible. Horrible. I'd rather be working.
You must have a fantastic job.
Yeah. There's no such thing that can beat fishing. Wow, that's a monster motor.
These batteries doing pretty well. Where's the gauge? You never remember.
Where's what gauge?
It tells you the battery strength.
I don't have it.
Oh. How'd you know they were bad yesterday?
You hear them, you know, when you give it juice.
Oh, motor didn't have he from South Dakota? Did you notice? His boat, is it from South Dakota? That guy?
I didn't look at the side of the boat.
Gotta get that perch playing with mine. Netted one down there where we were at. I got it out anyway. Those Rado motors, that's probably $30,000 for, you know, one of those 250, 300 horse.
That thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what size was on that, but
It was a 2-something.
Yeah, I could see the two also. Try 250.
turn it around.
You what? Turning around?
Yeah. Man, look at them piled up over there on that point
I
now.
was just going, yeah.
6 of them on that.
Got a fish?
Pick them up on the turn. think I might have your line too.
I think so. You got Doug's line. Somebody else's line.
Nobody's line.
Watch that second hook.
Yeah. He actually swallowed the second hook.
I see that. Need pliers?
Yeah, wait till we get back to the boat dock. Look at all the vehicles today.
Oh, yeah, I bet it'll be very.
You look at all the boats out here.
Saturday. Tomorrow will be more probably. It's free fishing day tomorrow. Probably aren't a lot of free fishermen takers that come here though, I'm guessing. Just Iowans. I wonder, is that extended to non-residents?
Oh yeah, it sure is.
Be good for tourism.
Yeah, after purge.
I doubt if Iowa was that generous. Trying to make a buck every way possible.
South Dakota passed a wheel tax.
What's
Here,
that?
where they tax you on every wheel on your vehicle.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So does your camper tax go up then?
Yeah.
Mine's like $50 a year or something like that. Surprised that they don't soak you for more for campers in Iowa. They sure soak you for vehicles.
Yeah.
Man. Darla's Murano was like $465.
Man.
Is Renee still driving that Civic?
CRV?
Oh,
We
she
got
had-
an Outback now. Subaru Outback.
She had a white Civic last time.
CRV.
You had a Civic at one time too, right?
Yeah,
That was the last
that
time.
was 10 years ago or something.
It might be that long since I've been out there. It's been a while.
Ow, damn you! Mm.
Why?
Yes, bit me right in the armpit there. funny, Darla doesn't like to fish.
Why's that? Because her dad did?
Yeah. Did her dad have any boys?
Nah, just 2 girls.
Yeah, you would think that he would have had them out fishing as much as he liked to fish.
Darcy fishes a little bit, not very much. I don't think she has for several years. She came out here in Chamberlain with Sam and her husband one time, fish. She's more outdoorsy than Darla is by far, but probably less so lately.
It's funny that we catch more 19s than we do 15s and 17s, you know. Most of those are what, 13 inches that we're throwing back.
Yeah.
Just settle down.
Yeah, that's a perch. If we were after perch, I'd have the hot poles today. There's stuck a walleye.
Needing that?
Oh, don't do that. Stay away from me. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't have to bring firewood.
Yeah, no kidding.
Have a boatload full of wood. Come on, fish.
It'd be kind of fun to have a boathouse. Come out here and beach the boat.
Yeah, that would
Stay
be
the
fun.
night.
Make sure you got a good cove to be in.
Perch would drive me nuts.
There was one night when we were over on Cow Creek campground out on one of those points. Oh man, that storm come up.
Oh, I remember that.
Ooh, that trailer, I thought it was gonna blow over. And I left my boat in the water that night. I thought for sure when I went over to get it that it would just be beat to
I thought it was
pieces.
either going to be beached or gone. Took my tent out, flattened it.
Oh. All night in that camper was just rocking. Thought it was going over. It didn't quit. I bet it lasted 2 hours.
Yeah.
That wind had to be 90 miles an hour that night.
Wow.
You saw a fish jump?
Holy crap. That was 200 yards out and that sucker looked this big. No, he didn't. Look. It was huge.
I've went over a sturgeon with this down scan. I mean, you could make out a sturgeon.
Wow. Would a sturgeon break the surface like that, or would that be a northern?
I don't know. I think a sturgeon would break the surface. I don't know. Maybe not.
That was huge.
I mean, you could see the nose, the fins, everything. You could see the.
Big fish to catch it like that on a down scan.
Yeah.
You ever catch alligator gar?
No, I've heard about it though.
Catch them in the Mississippi.
Do what?
We catch them in the Mississippi. They're ugly. A lot of people eat them. I guess they're supposed to be decent eating.
They got plenty of them down at Yankton at the dam.
It's
just-
Instagram. Fishes all over the world. And he says they're good eating.
Down in Texas, I know they're big. They're like 100 pounds or something.
Yeah. There's sport fish down there. This guy's really interesting. I like to know what he does for a living. He seems to be like upper middle income kind of guy, you know, because I've seen pictures of his house and stuff, but he's quite the sportsman.
Who's this?
Some guy in Texas I follow on Instagram. He's got all kinds of exotic mounts in his house, animals and fish. Lately he's been putting on pictures of him fishing in Thailand, all over Asia, places with these exotic fish. And he's been listing off all the species of fish that he's caught in his lifetime. It's pretty impressive. Even freshwater drum, he mentions that.
We can do that.
I could list that, yeah. I've caught gar. We always killed gar on this shit. Cut their stomachs. That, and my black spinner is not the trick, evidently.
Oh, you put a black one on?
Yeah. Bad choice.
I don't know. I just been running these ever since I got down here.
It was dark when I put it on, that's what I said, you know, dark baits on dark days and bright baits on bright days, but it didn't stay dark.
No.
Yeah, dark colors show up better in stained water.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, displaces light. Actually shows up as a void.
You would think something white in dark water would show up, but it shows up the worst.
Jeff stayed in the water a while ago.
So did you. I think you might have. No?
Wheel. That's what George Bush would say, whale. This is going to change, but I think we're about done fishing. Renee will be so happy to have you home early.
I just hope I make it there without having a flat. That would suck.
That would suck.
Well, you guys could drive together, couldn't you?
Well, it wouldn't do me any good.
Because he would just leave you anyway?
Well, what could he do? He doesn't have a spare for me. I just
I could
unhooked from it.
supervise as he fixed it, but
I'd unhook, try to get it off the road, unhook from it, and have to run to wrap it and get a spare and come back.
Renee wouldn't run one out for you?
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that. That might be a bigger one. Taking a little drag.
I thought I had.
Pile of fish down there.
Get him. Oh boy.
Snag or fish?
Fish.
Fish.
Fine. He's a killer. YouTube family know that I wasn't getting shut out over here off camera.
A lot of work too. Keep going.
What do they
You
call
had a
them?
bite. Oh, you had a bite.
What do they call those fish? Or those shoes, Jeff?
Well, because it could have just been a tree bite. Or a rock bite.
What do they call those shoes?
Water shoes.
Water shoes? That's what yours are too, aren't they?
Yeah, kind of a hiking water shoe.
They call these grass mowing shoes.
Yeah. Grandpa shoes.
Grandpa shoes.
You got a rock stuck in the side of that.
I had to work hard to get that in there.
There we go.
You a killer?
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
It's not acting like
You were right, Jeff. You did have a fish.
Look at that. Smallest catfish ever.
Need a net?
Doug finally got his big one. Get a net.
Well,
Don't
it's
let him
not as
lose
big
it.
as you guys is.
I like the looks of that net, then.
Not as big as yours.
Yay!
Yay! Jeff can't make fun of you anymore. Flathead bait there.
How big?
18.
There you go.
Throwing back.
I wouldn't, but not my boat.
Can you give him a kiss?
You
Sorry.
couldn't have done that if I'd have paid you.
That was not intentional.
Oh shit!
I helped you catch a
Oh,
fish.
man.
You have a monster?
That's a monster.
There's a fish on that?
Yeah. Oh, stinking northern.
Northern.
I don't want him.
Nice eating size, probably.
Get that.
You
Oh
wanna
no,
eat?
use that claw. Use the.
You want to eat it?
No, I'm not gonna eat him.
He stinks.
He's
Yeah,
too
they
small to
stink.
do anything with.
Yeah, you can just smell them as soon as they...
As soon as you get him out of the water.
You might want to use those hawk. I don't want you to get stuck again.
Where's that hook? Right in the corner of his mouth. He wasn't going to flop off.
Yeah, both corners.
It's a hybrid. Got a red hook and a black hook.
Yes.
Open your mouth, you cocksucker.
He's hooked.
Again.
a picture?
Right there. You got a picture.
Thing out of here. You ready to pack her up?
Sure.
Rebait.